I'm an environment artist.
I'm a game designer.
I'm a lead environment artist.
I'm a concept artist.
I'm an concept artist.
I'm a concept
I'm a lead
artist.
environment artist.
Very interesting group of people.
Everybody seems to be really excited. There's a buzz and an energy in the air.
We're kind of a family.
There's this great energy right now in the building.
We're just really amping each other up. People really do run around the hallways with lightsabers.
We have a sushi bar, that's awesome.
There's always this sense of creativity here.
We are about pushing the envelope. We are about revolutionizing next generation. And there's an energy level here that I think people would be extremely surprised to see.
I've been working in this industry for about 12, 13 years now, so I finally feel like I'm kind of coming full circle and I'm actually doing something that I'm proud of. They're not just talking about making changes, they're actually implementing all the new technology and the new vision for next-gen gaming.
Everyone's completely fired up to do something special and do something different.
And it's really great to have such a big voice in what's going on.
The people here take a pride in what they do, and they come to work every day focused on delivering the best entertainment experience they can.
One of the great things about these games is that they're being made by every person in the studio.
Great success, and I attribute that to the great people that we have working here and the passion and exuberance and creativity that comes out in everything that they do.
Everybody's always talking about ideas. Approaching video games as creators and coming up with something unique and something that no one's seen before.
We are QA! We're all interacting on a daily basis, and it just makes for a more exciting environment.
We've got everything that any video game company could ask for right at our fingertips.
We have access to things that I have never had access to on any other places that I've worked for.
I thought I loved working in the game industry when I was in LA, but now that I'm here in San Francisco, I know I really like it.
The move to the Letterman Digital Arts Center has been a boon, not just in a better place to work and a beautiful place to work, but it's been a boon for our productivity and our creativity.
Pretty much everything that we need to be done can be done here on site, which is pretty incredible. I mean, we've got a state-of-the-art render farm that any machine in the entire facility can be hooked up to. We've got an image capture studio that allows us to basically do motion capture and facial scanning and everything that we need to do to bring alive our next-gen characters. We've got our own sound studio in-house with its own Foley section so that we can do our own Foley here. We really don't need to leave the Digital Arts Center for pretty much anything right now in order to get our games on, which is really a great change and I think is truly unique in the industry.
The other great thing about this facility is that we're in such close proximity to ILM and Lucasfilm that we can draw on their expertise as well. You know, ILM with their video expertise and their production value and all the creativity over at Lucasfilm, we get to draw on that and it feeds us. It's fuel for the tank for LucasArts.
ILM is really synonymous with cutting-edge, amazing special effects. I mean, over the history of visual effects for film, they've always been on the forefront. You look at the recent Star Wars films, and you see how they continue to push the envelope. They continue to take on new challenges, and so they're always, you know, out on the forefront of film effects, which from our standpoint is great because they're thinking about things, you know, taking on problems that we couldn't even dream about, and we're able to leverage that knowledge.
I think George has always seen movie making and video games to be very closely related. I mean, he cares about telling stories, and these are two different mediums in which you might tell a story. The advantage we'd like to give to LucasArts is take the very highest end photoreal visual effects technology, stuff that other visual effects companies don't even have, and give them a head start on what they want to do in their games.
We can now have the ability to access the proprietary special effects that Industrial Light and Magic has developed and take those and put those effects into real time, into games. That's never been done before. It's the holy grail of the business, and we've cracked it.
One of the most exciting things about being at LucasArts right now is that we're focusing on next generation gameplay and investing heavily in technologies and tools that will give the creative talent here, the artists, the designers, and the engineers, the tools they need to do things that people have never seen before.
Things that we're working on right now day to day are really going to revolutionize the way that people build games and also the way that people play games.
We don't want to make games that just look great. We want to change the way games are made and the way they feel and make it more realistic.
We're really excited to be working with our new technology partners, Natural Motion, and their Euphoria biomechanical AI. It's allowing us to really revolutionize the way characters are represented in games.
Gone are the days of animation where after you've seen about 4 or 5 animations, you've seen it all. Every time you hit someone, every time they fall off, it's a completely different experience. That makes for great gameplay. That's going to be supplemented with the technology developed by our partners at Pixelux that we call DMM, which is Digital Molecular Matter, which basically does the same thing for the environment and the world in which we live.
What's amazing about Pixelux is this is a true material simulation. So you're going to begin to see flexing and bending and the internal transfers of stresses and fractures and things in objects. So people are going to see things break in a video game like they never thought possible before.
What this does is this adds a whole new level of realism to our characters. It also adds a whole new level of variety so that you never see the same reaction twice. And when you start adding environment effects, things that they can grab onto or bump into or break through, then that again adds a whole new layer of depth. So we believe that this is really going to bring unprecedented realism and variety and fun to our games.
We're currently developing 2 new games internally. One is an Indiana Jones game and the other is a Star Wars game. We are fully geared to take advantage of the next cycle of the next generation products. 2007, 2008, beyond, we are going to be primed to really show that we are in fact a leader in this industry.
We have the passion. Everyone here wants to take it to the limit.
We're going to be the reason people are buying next-gen consoles, and that's why I love working here.
I can't believe I get to do what my mom said would never take me anywhere in the future, and that's play video games all day.
It's pretty much a dream come true for me.
I love this job.